Wind is measured and identified on a weather map using what is called a wind barb, which you can see right here. This wind barb represents 10 knots. One long line equals 10 knots on a weather map. We represent every 5-knot interval with half a line. So one big line and one little line would be 15 knots. And then when we get into more increased speeds of 50 knots, we start to put on the windsock, or the flag as we call it. That is just the speed. Let's take a look at direction. Wind direction is labeled on the 360 degrees of a circle. Northerly winds are labeled as 360 degrees or 0 degrees. Normally we would call it 0. And then as you can see here, from 0 down to 90, 90 down to 180, 180 to 270, and then 270 back to 360. Wind is labeled as where it is coming from and going to. So this would be a westerly wind at 10 knots, southerly wind at 20 knots, easterly wind at 20 knots, and then a northerly wind at 30 knots. This is how we measure and label winds. So combining it, we get wind speed and wind direction. When we put these on a map, we can figure out exactly what the air is doing based off of these labels and these wind barbs. I hope you guys learned something today, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Stay safe out there, guys.